Hey, guys, it is Thursday, December 17th, 2015. It's about 11 o'clock and beautiful day here in Southern California. It is sunny and cool in the shade, warmer in the sun, but the air is still cold. So yeah, it's like, what's there to do, you know? I need some inspiration here. I'll go for a little hike. For starters anyway, it's only 11 o'clock. It should take me a good hour and a half or so. Take my time. Gonna get out of the park, up through the hills like I usually do. It's a good uphill hike. So I just barely left the park right now, you know, and I really hate seeing shit like this. Why do people got a graffiti on everything? You know, is this like a Southern California thing? It's one thing I noticed while I was out there in Utah, and Utah and Arizona campgrounds I was at, I didn't see any graffiti. Well guys, I'm using the SJ Cam 5000 plus. I think it was $167 at on Amazon. Only reason why I got it because it was way cheaper than the GoPro. What's that? What do they got now? GoPro 4 or something like that. $399. I can get what, almost 3 of these cameras for that price. But here's a good look where I'm heading off. The park was down there, but heading up the trail here. Had a few comments of some of the other people I pass by right now, you know, because I ain't got no shoes on. Yeah. I'm pretty used to this hike. Been doing this all year. The only issue I've had with the ground is during the summertime is that it's too hot. Yeah. You don't want to do this in the middle of the day in the summertime. The ground gets a bit too hot, and so you want to do hike like this in the morning or in the afternoon. Right now, there's parts of this trail that are really cold. It's in the shady spots that are still wet or damp from the rain we had last week, I think it was, last weekend. But right now, the ground's nice and warm. Another issue is glass. This is the only spot that I know of that there's glass on the trail. You got to be careful about. The neighborhood, as you can see, is right down there. And apparently people come up on this hill here and drink beer and bring glass bottles, and we got glass all over the broken bottles here on the ground, or pieces of glass I can see. But yeah, you just got to be careful. So gonna head on up the hills behind me here right now. Continue on. Or, you know, some people like to get out into nature, and some people like to come out and bring radios with them. What's that about? I like the peace and quiet. For a little while anyway. We're all about halfway up there. But as you see, this time of the year, this is the cold, shady part of the trail. The ground is still damp from the last rains, and it's cold. But it's warm in the sun. I had to take my sweatshirt off, my hoodie there, because it was getting too hot. Well, this is the view from the top. The radio towers are back there. San Gabriel Valley back there. The San Gabriel Mountains. And out that way is looking out towards the Pacific behind me over here. Orange County. A little hazy, but not too bad. Actually quite clear for Southern California. But you can still hear the noise of the city up here. It's nothing like being way out in the middle of nowhere, where it's actually kind of spooky quiet. Some of the places I've been, there's no sounds at all. Right now you can hear I can hear anyway, the traffic out on the highway out there. And I can hear the jets going over to LAX. I hear back in World War II they had anti-aircraft up in these hills somewhere. Exactly where, I don't know. But also during the Cold War in the 50s, they had some kind of missile base up here. I guess that's what you would call it. National defense thing. There's something about it on YouTube you can find. If I find a link, I'll post it on here. I'll include a post or a link to it. What do you call it? This is the rough part of the trail, because this is the service road to those radio towers up there, and it's all gravel. I don't know why people freak out when they see me hiking this trail barefoot. Majority of it is just soft dirt. Like what, dry clay type dirt. I was just up there where those radio towers are. You come around this well-graded road back to here, and you make a right to La Harbor, or is that Brea Heights? La Harbor Heights, I think. And you make a right back to the park. But for this little hike, we do this little single track. I'm on the equestrian trails up here, so only thing you got to worry about is horses and mountain bikers. Well, I'm back where I started from. This is the Shea Barham Trail, yeah. Something you gotta look out for: rattlesnakes and mountain lions. Well, I always see rattlesnakes up here, especially during the summer. You leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. Typically they're out here crossing the trails, or they're out in the brush. So you stay out of the brush, stay on the trails, and just leave them alone, and they'll slither away. Mountain lions, never seen a mountain lion up here. I'm sure they're out here, but I've never seen one. I've seen lynx or bobcats. What else? Skunks, tarantulas. Swarms of bees. Every now and then I'll run into a swarm of bees. Fresh cut wood. Can you smell that? Eucalyptus. I think some of the eucalyptus trees up here got some kind of disease going on them, and they're kind of sickly looking, like this one right here. So they gotta cut them down. I think they got some kind of bark beetle or something going on here. But yeah, this is where I started from, right here. I was, started off going from over that way. I'm back. I have to go see what time it is.